Hello and welcome to another update video about Polygon MATIC. Yeah, I'm zoomed out here on the chart. We've got the 4-hour chart up and running here. And we can still see that the idea is that price rallied in the so-called wave 1 impulse into the August 22 highs, an A wave to the downside in 3 waves, an overshooting B wave, and we should now be in the last wave of this correction, which is a very long C wave. Relevant levels and parameters are down here. Next support is 48.5 cents. Price hasn't touched it yet. It might very well do it if it gets one more low. We can currently notice that MATIC, together with many other altcoins, not really following to the upside yet. That might change shortly. Therefore, I'm very much focused here on the possibility that we could see a leading diagonal here, which could result eventually to further upside, but primarily until market proves that we get at least a first 5-wave move up, which we need to see as per Elliott wave to get the first confirmation that a lasting low has been made. Until I see that, I cannot confirm any upside is possible here. Well, possible is always possible. It's always about identifying the ideal structures, and clear setups and patterns that allow us to have a decent setup, a high probability setup, and one where we can accurately measure reward and risk. Now, with only 3 waves to the upside, I don't really have the best setup, right? I have nothing. So what we need to, well, I have downside, okay. So what I need to see is 5 waves up and the 5th wave is still missing. And then we can measure the support area for a higher low pullback in an ABC structure, where we should form a higher low. At least when we have 5 waves up first, there is a higher chance that it will hold a higher low in any deeper pullback. And then we could be looking at a 3rd wave rally to the upside. Until I see that, I have to remain focused on the white wave count, which is the, let's say, bearish wave count. We talked about that. We said, okay, price came down here on the 10th of June. It's likely a 3rd wave. Price rallied in 3 waves. It's likely a 4th wave in a WXY correction, and this could be finished. And then we observed the breakout of the ascending wedge to the downside. That's often what happens with these wedge patterns. They often do break to the downside. And we said, okay, this could be in the white wave count, the wave 1. We could rally now in a wave 2 to retest the trend line before we go down further. I also gave you Fibonacci resistance here and said, okay, to confirm the white wave count further in our analysis, we need to see a reaction to the resistance area in an ideal world, and that would be between 65.5 and 68.7 cents. If we zoom in a little bit, you can see we had a fantastic reaction here yesterday, and it looked as if Gary Gensler already helped us to get a wave 2 top in place here, but okay, it didn't follow through. Because obviously we had that issue with the ETF yesterday. But well, slowly. The idea of this resistance is as well that if price breaks above it, that would put a little bit more emphasis on the yellow wave count again. So approach, from an approach point of view, I think we are here currently in a decision area where price has a good chance to turn down. That would confirm the 3rd wave down of the 5th wave. And if it breaks below that 59.9 cent level here, the wave 1 low, I think then we're heading down further. If, on the contrary, it breaks above 68.7 cents, it would give us a 5th wave, most likely. Would need to confirm that by breaking above the 71 cent level, here the 3rd wave high. And if we get 5 waves, then we have at least a way to measure support, for a support area, basically another trade setup in a 1-2 setup. But until then, we need to wait. But this is obviously here something where price imminently can turn down lower, and it should do it from here if it's following the white wave count. Of course, it could go a little higher, but it shouldn't make a sustained break above 68.7 cents if it's following the white wave count. Above that level, the yellow count will gain in probability and likelihood. Okay, that's my update about MATIC. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.